Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sidelines. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Shea and Johnson. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low. And for Indiana, Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. They're going with Mathurin and Nesmith on the wing. And it's Nembhard in at the point. A handful of games now played this season, Clark. What can these teams take away from their first few games?
You know, Kevin, I think a couple of things. One, you start to see what is and is not working. I think you can begin to adjust accordingly once you have that data. Also, a sense of knowing the season is long, no need to overreact. Stay even-keeled and keep your eye on improvement and progress.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
One shot.
And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons?
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's Heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
Now, Mathurin, after Jalen Johnson missing on the last three-pointer. Pass to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Siakam going to the rim is like a moth going to the flame. You can't keep them away.
Outside Daniels. Here's Shea. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Siakam. Jackson, a screen on Young. Here's Nembhard. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And the first one drops.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
And so Young nails them both. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Now, here's Siakam. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. A nice shot by Nesmith.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Young against Nembhard. Pass to Shea. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I like the movement from the rookie, Zachary Shea.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At the line for the Hawks, Shea. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Here's Young, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. To the left wing. Back to Young. Just 4 to shoot. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
To the wing on the left. Captain Emhard. Siakam for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Siakam's got 7.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Young against Nembhard. Johnson with a screen on Nembhard. Here's Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, crafty move there by Young, finessing his way around the contact.
Nembhard against Young. Siakam left side. A shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there by Johnson. Here's Ricochet. Neesmith covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
That free throw good from Porzingis. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
Hawks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Pass to Ricochet. Now here's Porzingis. Johnson wide open. He fires. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now Neesmith over in the corner, Mathurin. Indiana moving it around. Nembhard for 3. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
First one falls for him. Okongwu's checked in for Porzingis. He's off on the second. The Hawks trailing. In the corner, Daniels. He's looking for Okongwu and finds him.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the last.
Here's Siakam after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Siakam outside. Mathurin against Daniels. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Johnson. Still scoreless. Here's Ricochet. Neesmith covering. Okongwu. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hard to find a more versatile forward, Clark, in this league than Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, and it's been so much fun to see how far his game has come in his decade plus. I mean, he was part of that Toronto Raptors championship team, an up-and-coming young force then, and now he's really refined his game. He's a go-to player. His hustle and defensive gifts are really what stood out early, and he continues to do that well. He's just a terrific top-line player in the NBA.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league, exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, the physical tools are obvious in Siakam. Agility, speed for his size, length, and he actually couples that with a well-rounded skill set. He really is one of those guys that can do a little bit of everything for you.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 3. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy. Your expectations are low, and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back over to you.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the miss from Trae Young, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Young. The Pacers making the shot. Shoots over Nembhard. A nice shot by Young. Young's got 8. Indiana leading by 3. Nembhard finds Mathurin to the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
Young sets a screen for Ricochet. Inside. It's stolen by Nembhard. To the paint. Mathurin against Johnson. Mathurin, good. And now a 7-point Indiana lead. Down low. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And how about that athleticism from Jalen Johnson?
Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Jackson, great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Young, the shot's good on the assist by Daniel. He's got 10.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Atlanta also making some changes here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Zachary Ricochet. And it's Luke Kennard in for Dyson Daniel. to Toppin. Here's Siakam. Fires the three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
When Siakam is assertive like this, I love it. I mean, knocking down these kinds of shots is huge for building confidence.
Alexander Walker finds Johnson. Now, here is Young. Clock at 6. High post shot. That's short off the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Pass to Jackson. And here is Toppin. Lets the three fly. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Shoots over Nembhard. Toppin pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
With the drive, and Toppin throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Johnson can't hit. Pacers leading by 10. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And how about the find by Trae, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Nembhard, the pass to Shepard. Tapping a screen on Kennard. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. The shot off that time. The Hawks trail by 9. Johnson kicks to Okongwu. Johnson sets the screen for Young. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Young.
Going in there and Johnson playing big.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Shepard. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Jackson, a screen on Kennard. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Young looking it over. Now Okongwu. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Pacers lead by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Toppin, and it's Huff in at the 5 spot. That's the Pacers' 5. Pass to Shepard. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, they had no answer for them. They simply got outplayed and outworked.
Here's Alexander Walker. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. It's hauled in by Furphy.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pass to Shepard. Now Toppin. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Toppin's got 6. And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Furphy. Here's Huff, covered by Okongwu. To the middle, intercepted. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Kennard, the bounce pass. Here's Alexander Walker. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Hawks making a change here. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And, boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now, here's Siakam. He's coming off a 13-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about the work he did on the board. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
A willing passer. Siakam can be a cog in this offense. He's not a guy who just swallows up the basketball. He's willing to share.
Young with the ball. Toppin covering. Young, no good.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
So it's the Pacers now. After the miss from Trae Young, they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Well, Obi Toppin, Clark, has always been a guy that goes right at the rim.
Yeah, I think dunking was instilled in him at an early age because he does it in a variety of flavorful ways, if you will. His father was a street ball legend, and his college coach encouraged him to have that dunk-first mentality every chance he got.
Now, here's Okongwu. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Toppin. Indiana moving it around. Here's Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Newell.
Tell you what, with all the aggression and effort that Pascal Siakam plays with, you know he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Shooting 2.
You throw good, Siakam.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. Siakam hits them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Now, here is Young. He had 15 points last out. Drives to the hoop. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Back to Mathurin. Jackson, a screen on Daniels. Here's Mathurin. Excellent defense from Daniels. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. 9-point game. Reza Shea in the corner. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Reza Shea's got 8 points.
A true highlight of Reza Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Shepard with a screen for Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. To the left side wing. Outside Mathurin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Hawks trail by 6. To the paint. Deflects the pass. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson. The Hawks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And that one misses. Pacers leading by 4 to the inside. Here's Mathurin, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Mathurin's got his second bucket.
No hold back in Mathurin. He just goes right at him.
Young up top. 14 points for him. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Pass to Daniel. It's rebounded by Indiana.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Jackson misses.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Here's Reza Shea. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Jalen Johnson. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 19 points per, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you can't downplay the importance of good size off the bench.
Space invader, a big guy who simply holds his ground and makes opponents work around him. That's good stuff.
Andrew Nembhard's checked in for the Pacers. And a change for the Hawks. Porzingis is checked in. Neesmith, the pass to Mathurin. Back to Neesmith. Takes it out to Siakam. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Hawks trail by 6. Reza Shea with it. He's got 8. Hawks passing it around. From deep. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. Indiana's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
A skillful move there by Mathurin against the contact, somehow finding a way to get the shot to fall.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks.
At the line, for the Pacers, Mathurin.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. An exciting young guard, Benedict Mathurin. Clark, what's something you like about him?
Well, I got a lot of things I like about him. His smooth approach to offensive production. He can score it. He's got a nice handle. He can get to the rim. He gets to the foul line a ton. I mean, he's got a fearlessness about him and a confidence about him that seems to point to him being a star in the not-too-distant future.
Here's Nemhard after the basket by Onyeka Okongwu. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Johnson outside. Outside Daniel. Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc. Young's got 17 now.
Oh, great look there. Young off a pass would normally knock those down.
On the wing, Mathurin. Now, Nesmith, guarded by Rizachet. Nemhard for three. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nemhard against Young. Now Mathurin, 26 points for him last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And boy, did he have it going offensively. He lived at the line during that game as well, and that's where he got a lot of those points.
So it's the Hawks now, following the score by Indiana. Pass to Young. There's the three. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Young against Nemhard. Right side Jackson. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against the Hawks, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
Now, here is Young. 20 points for him.
I got him.
The baseline J. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 8 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Mathurin. Guarded by Rizachet. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. It's all knotted up.
Good awareness that time to put the shot right back up before the defense could react.
Down low, here's Mathurin, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Now, here's Johnson. He has 6. Back to Okongwu. And again, it's Atlanta.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
The Pacers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. Nemhard is screen on Daniel. To Nemhard. Good.
That took a little extra effort from Nembhard, but the juice was worth the squeeze.
Young against Nembhard. Young, right side. Here's Okongwu. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And that'll do a competitive game so far. It's the Pacers leading by just 2. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Atlanta, they've played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And now, let's get into the Indiana Pacers game. It's been a close one so far.
They've controlled the pace, and it's been fast. Getting out in the open court and scoring before the defense could get set,
says the Jet. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Atlanta's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Riza-Shea. And it's Young in at the point. And here are the Pacers now. After the miss from Trae Young. Mathurin, good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Daniels. No scoring in this one. Young pass to Porzingis. Rebounded by Jackson. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pacers. Pass to Siakam. And here is Nesmith. Guarded by Riza-Shea. Just 5 to shoot. Nesmith, the pass to Siakam. The Trae slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Now, here is Young. 20 points for him. A floater. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Siakam with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Nembhard for 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's Riza-Shea. Nesmith covering. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Dominant play from Porzingis on the glass, securing the ball and finishing the play strong.
Pass to Jackson. Siakam outside. Jackson Jackson setting the pick here for Siakam. Back to Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Porzingis.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
The Pacers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. That one is off. Atlanta making a switch here. Okongwu's checked in. And he's good on the second. The Hawks trail by 4. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Inside, Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jackson a screen on Young. Pass to Siakam. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Daniels. He has yet to score. Cloak loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Okongwu.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 14 points, just over 3 steals and 6 rebounds. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Now here's Jackson. 15 points in the game. Siakam passes to Nembhard. Here's Nesmith. For 3, Siakam.
Now that's just effort by Jalen Johnson. Stayed with his assignment defensively.
And a wide open look for Siakam. And the dunk by Jackson.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight.
Now, here's Okongwu. 10 points for him. After Rizichet. Johnson sets the screen for Rizichet. Shot clock at 3. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And here is Nesmith. Now Nembhard, defended by Young, and stolen by Okongwu. Here's Daniels, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Here's Mathurin following the bucket by the Hawks, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Johnson outside. Back to Young, beyond the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Young's got 25 points in the game.
Nice and composed on that 3 there. Trey giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
Young against Nembhard. Over Young. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Rizichet missing. Pacers leading by 5. Nembhard finds Jackson. Siakam looking around. over Johnson. Siakam's shot is off. Atlanta's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Young, here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
And it is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
Nembhard against Young, and a wide-open look for Mathurin. And he's good on the 3-ball. Mathurin's got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. Pass to Rizachet. Okongwu with the screen for Rizachet. On the wing, Johnson. Outside, Daniels. On its way from Young for 2. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got 27 points.
Well, once he gets on a roll, there isn't a lot you can do to slow him down.
Nesmith with the bounce pass. Outside, Mathurin. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now, here is Young. 27 points for him. Mathurin with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Now, here's Nesmith. And the Pacers, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Trae Young. The Hawks trail by 10. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, that's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. Seems to be a problem for a long time.
And the foul on Isaiah Jackson. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Indiana. Huff's jacked in. And Toppin subbed in for Pascal Siakam. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Newell's checked in. The Hawks trail by 8. And here's Daniels. Okongwu with a screen on Nembhard. That's tipped. Now, here's Toppin. Down low. Here's Huff. And that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Hawks with possession here, following the score by Indiana.
Yeah, if you give Rizachet a chance at the rim, he's going to make you pay.
Now, Nembhard. Pass to Nesmith. Mathurin for 3. Atlanta with the rebound. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a handle of it.
Here's Nembhard. Rizachet with the steal. Toppin with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 5 points now in the quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Rizachet and the wing jumper offline.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Toppin with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively. 1:32 left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Here's Nembhard, defended by Alexander Walker. The Hawks trail by 7. Makes it off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 8 points.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle.
Timeout.
He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He's checked in for Atlanta. Trae Young comes in for Dyson Daniels. .56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Dennis. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Shoots over Alexander Walker. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Here's Newell. Pass to Alexander Walker. 18 feet out. Rebounded by Dennis.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Young outside. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Pacers lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Shepard, and it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pacers 5. And Toppin throws it down.
When he's this close to the rack, that's exactly what he's looking to do. Slam it down. Well done, Toppin.
To the inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Now, here's Siakam. And the 3 off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Dennis. And Asa Newell will pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Here's Toppin to the paint. Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Hawks trail by 7. Kennard on the wing. Young outside. It's tipped and stolen by Siakam. They're running. Here's Shepard. The shot's good on the assist by Siakam. And now a 10-point Pacer lead.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Here's Young from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Atlanta. Luke Kennard taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kennard. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Indiana leading by 9. Here's Siakam. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That was a case of Pascal Siakam forcing the action and being able to draw the foul.
For Indiana, Pascal Siakam, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Siakam hits them both. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 11-point game. Johnson sets the screen for Young. They get the rebound. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And Johnson is one of those guys that is just all over the glass, takes pride in just outworking the opponent.
Now, here's Siakam. Lays it up off the glass. Siakam's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 4 this quarter.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Here's Shepard, and the Pacers tack on 2 more. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Young pass to Kennard. Here's Newell. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Dennis, defended by Young. Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Siakam, a good look. Again, Indiana.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And what I love about Jalen Johnson, just how versatile he is. And the scary part, this guy is still improving. He's got another level to get to.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Johnson. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And Johnson drops them both. Pacers leading by 7. Outside Mathurin to the middle, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. And Jackson throws it down hard.
When Mathurin's creating for his teammates, his offensive impact goes way up.
Pass to Rizachet. A three-pointer, no good. The Pacers have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, Siakam has been in attack mode, and it's paying off nicely for this offense.
Young outside. Hawks passing it around. Rizachet sets the screen for Porzingis. The Hawks again can't hit.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Jackson slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
The passing game of Nembhard just continues to improve. I mean, he loves getting those opportunities to set up his teammates.
Newell, he's checked in for Atlanta.
Jackson. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Jackson.
Here in the second half, their free throw shooting percentage has definitely improved, hitting in the low 80s now.
Stolen away. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Siakam outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Nembhard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Textbook pick and roll by Nembhard right there. Capped off with a superb pass.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Here come your Indiana Pacers crowd to the basketball. Stand still, everyone. Show them some love.
The Hawks trail by 16. Outside Daniels. Rizachet with it. Pass to Daniels. It's Young on the wing. Nembhard covering. Young's shot is good. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
He's giving them a spark because he can't win this game all by himself.
Here's Siakam. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Reza Shea finds Johnson. Nembhard against Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 4 this quarter.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to Mathurin. And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in.
Into the line for the Hawks. Number 8, Kristaps Porzingis.
Jackson passes to Nesmith. Nembhard against Young. Here he goes. And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 14.
Impressive touch on the teardrop. Nembhard making it look easy.
Nembhard against Young. Daniels a screen on Nembhard. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Hey, I have no idea why he's still shooting threes. He's got to find another way to be productive.
Jackson misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Young outside. Johnson against Siakam. Porzingis kicks to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Mathurin. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
What a motor. Mathurin can go all night, and he has. What a performance.
And here's Daniels. Porzingis sets the pick for Daniels. Outside, Porzingis. Here's the 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And here's Young, following the 3-pointer by Siakam. Young dishes to Daniels. They need this. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson passes to Siakam. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And it's 37 points for Siakam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
Now, coming out of the court, your Pacers crew. Come on, everyone. Get live.
Now, here is Young. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
Here's Siakam following the basket by Trae Young. Mathurin, good.
a young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Johnson the screen. And Young kicks to Johnson. Here's Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 7 points for Porzingis.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Jackson, a screen on Johnson. Back to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Siakam understands when he needs to get rid of the ball and share the wealth.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson with a screen on Nembhard. Again, the Hawks score.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Young against Nembhard. Back to Siakam. From outside the arc. Atlanta with the rebound.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, when you're going head-to-head against someone 4 times over the course of a season, it's a great feeling to snatch that first one. Good in-game adjustments tonight against the Hawks.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Pascal Siakam.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
The first one falls, and the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Both good from the line that time. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Newell.
Offensive
So for the Hawks.
Indiana ball. Substitution on the court.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
27 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Shepard. Daniels with the steal. By himself. The dunk to punctuate. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, We appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Pascal Siakam.